Man's best friend. So Aries, I saw a dog when I felt the energy behind your cards for this week. And then look, we've got the Four of Wands. That's a happy home situation. So maybe you have pets. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a dog. The dog's probably a metaphor, though you could have a dog. And the dog I saw specifically was a long-haired dog. So maybe there's one of you guys out there that has a long-haired dog. But this message is really more about a situation where you have someone who in your home who you have really good relationship with, and you're willing to spoil them. So we've got the King of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Wands. That's like spoiling somebody to death. The other thing that I saw when I felt the energy behind your cards was caramel. So I literally just saw swirls of caramel. So there's a sense of being sweet on someone and doing things for them, trying to spoil them, basically. So maybe you're spoiling somebody in your house, maybe you're spoiling somebody in your family, or somebody's spoiling you by buying you things, doing things for you. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom here. Wow, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is all about happy family. 10 of Cups and actually the Four of Wands are very similar, but the 10 of Cups is almost more long lasting. The 10 of Cups is a permanent, more general. Your whole family is happy with you and you're happy with your whole family. But the Four of Wands is a specific situation, so this would be you and your dog, okay? Okay, so let's pull Oracle cards and see if we can find out where this is going in terms of a message here. Tell me more about what's going on with Aries. Tell me more about this man's best friend, this person who is being spoiled, who Aries likes or enjoys spending time with, or vice versa. Tell me more about this. Okay, interesting. This is not what I expected, because the rabbit coming out talks about there being more than one thing. So maybe you have more than one pet, okay? Maybe you have rabbits. I have rabbits. Maybe you have rabbits, cats, and dogs. But the rabbit talks about there being more than one of something. So it could be that you guys just do this to everybody. Maybe you spoil everybody. Maybe you're just an animal person. And so whenever you see an animal, you spoil them. You get them, treats and stuff. You do this for every animal you see or every child you see. It doesn't have to be an animal. Let's say you love kids, and whenever you go over your let's say it's your sister's house that she has a kid, you spoil the crap out of that kid, your nephew. So this is more talking about, it's more about you and the way that you like to spoil a demographic. There's a demographic of people or creatures, we're gonna say creatures because it could be people or pets or whatever, that you like to spoil on the regular. It's just part of who you are. It's because you enjoy these people or these animals. Okay, on the bottom we have the Queen. The Queen is you're in charge, you're in control. And that's kind of what you are when you're dealing with the pet. You're always in control when you're dealing with the pet. So it's really more speaking of you. The way that you interact with animals or small children or whatever this demographic is that you want to spoil, that you're sweet on and you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and pull some advice and see. Maybe the advice is going to say you're spoiling people too much. Let's see what we get here for advice for you guys, if there is any. Any advice for my Aries, please? I do feel like this is going somewhere, so there must be an advice in here somewhere. There's always advice. There's always a reason why we're talking about what we're talking about, right? So what's the advice here for Aries? What's the advice regarding this spoiled person? Or spoiling people? What's the advice? Wow. Okay. There's a sense of moderation. So temperance always means moderation, the middle road. So, you don't have to buy a present for this child every time you see them. This would be like buying them a present every other time, right? There's a sense of moderation. And there's also, but here's the bottom line. You love this person. You love these people. You love these animals. So the Six of Cups with the Page of Cups is just a heartfelt gift. It's something you want to do. You want to do nice things for these people. The advice is just to kind of moderate it. Maybe you are spoiling this kid and he's gonna grow up to be spoiled, or these animals are gonna grow up to get fat because you're giving them too many treats, right? I'm still not sure why. It could be a monetary issue because on the bottom is the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you're spending too much money, spoiling all these people who you like to spoil. Let's pull advice from the Oracle, and then I think we're going to figure out more from the Oracle. Hold on here. Any other advice for Aries? Any other advice? The other thing I just thought of was, as an example, was maybe you just like to buy rounds at the bar for people. You're just a friendly person. Maybe that's what it is for you, and you treat everybody like they're your buddy, like they're your dog. Not like they're beneath you, but like they're your bud, But looking at the cards on the board. So we have, for advice, the Mouth, showing up with the Moon and the number 8. So the Mouth is explanation. It is speech. And then with the moon and the number 8, it's talking about, how do I put this? There's a sense of explaining that things aren't like infinite, you know? Like if you're spoiling someone, you give them the gift, but you say, this, I had to work really hard to get this for you. This is really special. So it kind of, there's an explanation so that it doesn't become spoiled. The moon can be a spoiling like card. This is shadow. This would be like a spoiled child. The moon card would show up for a spoiled child because it's their shadow that they haven't dealt with. With the number 8, it's like you're giving an explanation so that it doesn't come off as spoiled, because you're telling them how much it's worth. You're telling them the reason why you're giving them the gift. You're telling them why they earned the gift. Obviously, you can't do that with an animal, but that's kind of what the advice is for you guys when you engage in this activity. When you buy a round at the bar, you're like, guys, this is my last, this is all the money I have in my paycheck, but I want to spend it with you guys. And then everybody buy a round at the bar that way, so everybody at least knows that it has some meaning. It has meaning behind it. It's not just an empty gesture. That's what this is talking about. Like, let's say, for example, you give someone a baseball card that's worth, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and it's this really special gift, but you never tell them that fact, and they're just like, oh, thanks, and they just throw it in their drawer, right? There's a sense of just, like, imparting the knowledge of how valuable the gift is along with the gift, if that makes sense. All right, Aries, I think that's your reading. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also check out Patreon if you guys like what I do and you want to support my work. I've got more cool stuff down there, so links should be below. Check that out, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.